Today I'm going to be doing Top 5 Wednesday, and this week's Top 5 Wednesday is Disappointing Eye Candy. So this is books whose covers are really exciting or that really appealed to you, but actually when you read the book you were really disappointed. So I'm not putting these in any particular order, but these are just like 5 books that I was disappointed with after being really excited about the cover. So I'm going to get the one that no one's going to be surprised about out of the way. I've talked about this so many times on my channel about how disappointed I am with this book, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I love the front cover of this book and I love the spine of this book, but it's just a massive disappointment. I am going to give this book another try at some point this year just to see if it can get me into it with one final try. But I don't think I'll be getting rid of this book just because I do think it is a really stunning book, and I do like the pictures inside it as well, so I don't think it's going to be going from my shelf, but it might just fall off my TBR list and then never be read. The next book is The Shack by Paul Young. This is a book that I got quite a while ago. I do really like the cover. I think it's quite pretty with the snow and the cabin and then the light and then the little ladybird on top there. I really like it. I really like the cover of the book, but I actually found this book really slow to get into. I don't know about other people, but I didn't find it as interesting as I thought I was going to. Again, it's something that I've not read for a few years, so I might give it another go, but I'm not really excited about getting back into it, so yeah, I don't know. But it was disappointing because I'd heard a lot of good stuff about it, and I thought that the cover was really interesting, and really kind of gave hints as to what the book was about, but I was disappointed when I actually started to read it, so yeah. The third book on my list is Angel Fall by Susan E. I really love this cover. It's got a really nice kind of grungy background behind the wings, and then the wings are kind of shiny and then they've got a kind of textured feel to them. So I really like that, and they've got a little set of wings on the back, and I think it's quite a sort of understated cover, it's not trying to be too much, but it's got that kind of apocalyptic end of the world kind of feel to it with the kind of grungy background on it. So I don't know why it's mirrored like that, but anyway. So I really like the cover of this book, and then I was really disappointed with it when I started reading it. I found the writing style to just be a little bit, I don't know, lacking something. It was just a little bit pleh. I don't know. But I would like to give it another go and see if I can get into it. The next book on my list is Marked, and this is a book that I picked up probably around the time of Twilight and things like that. I was really interested in and really into vampires and things like that, and so the cover kind of appealed. It jumped out at me when I was in the bookshop, and I picked it up, and I don't think I got through the first 2 chapters. It was just it just felt like such a high school book. I was the right age to be reading it, but it just felt really young, and I didn't really enjoy it very much, and this was quite a few years ago, so I can't really remember exactly what it was I didn't like about it, but yeah, it just didn't really grab me. Should I give it another go? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that I should give this book another try, but I'm not convinced that it's my cup of tea these days, but I would be willing to try it if you think that I would enjoy it. And the final book is a bit of a cheat because I haven't actually read this book, and that book is The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury, and this book is just beautiful. So I bought this book purely because I loved the front cover. I love this bit, and this bit's kind of shiny and it's kind of raised, and it's a different texture to the rest of the book, and the text, the font here is really nice, and it's the same here, and I just think that this is just a really interesting and really beautiful picture on the front there with in the bottle and things like that. I don't normally like real people on the front of books, but I really like this one actually. And so I picked this up purely based on the cover, and was like a little bit interested in the back. I had read the blurb and was interested in it, and then I haven't really heard anything about it. I bought it thinking that it was going to be like the next big thing and things like that. I barely heard anything about it, and when I've been looking on Goodreads, the reviews are really poor for it, so I'm kind of thinking, like, is there any point in me reading it? Like, am I going to be massively disappointed? So this is kind of like a, what's the word? Like a wild card. So this is one that I think, even though the cover is really beautiful, this is one that I think I'm going to be really disappointed with. So let me know. Am I going to be disappointed with this book? I would be interested now to read it just to see if I am going to be disappointed with it, but I am fully expecting to be disappointed with this book. But again, like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, I think it's such a beautiful book that I don't think I'll be getting rid of it even if I am disappointed in it. There we go, that is my top 5 disappointing eye candies. Thank you very much for watching. Do follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you can see me do all of the booky things that I do in all the places that I do them. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!